I don't want you to think I'm hard, dear, but, you know, we don't get much for rags. We only get 10 shillings hundredweight.
Yeah, that's all right. You're doing me a favour because I'm cleaning up now. We're hoping to move, you see.
Well, and, I will get something, so I feel as though I ought to give the children something for ice cream anyway.
I see, yes. Well, there they are. They'll be very pleased.
There you are. Now, you buy ice cream between you.
One of Britain's last genuine free traders on his daily round. What are they like, the real-life steptoes and their sons? Where do they come from? Are they honest or crooked, businessmen or beggars? Would you let your daughter marry a man who trots the streets crying, "Ragbull"? Well, they don't all live under hedges. Ronnie Curd lives on a bright council estate at Roehampton. And some daughters do marry them. Ronnie has a wife and 8 children. He's very proud of them. They are not always so proud of him.
I knew when I married him what he was. Although it was accepted in Notting Hill, every other person almost was a totter in those days. I don't think there's so many now. But it was when we moved on to a new estate. We moved to Brixton first of all, and I didn't go out much then. But when we moved to Roehampton, we found that if the children had quarrels, you used to get little jibes, didn't you, about dirty old rag and bone men sponging off other people, things like that.
How did it affect you then, Valerie?
Well, I don't know effect, it just upset me.
You used to come home crying sometimes.
Very hurtful. And sometimes people were told by their mothers they weren't allowed to play with me.
Yes, this is true.
And because my dad was a parasite and things like that. And
what did you say when they said things like this about your father?
I walloped them.
Did this apply to you as well, Geraldine?
Oh no. If they bring it up, I just ignore them. Find something to say about them.
Do you wish your father did something else for a living?
Well, I'd rather he did.
Would I?
What job would you really like your father to have, Valerie, if you could choose?
I'd like him to be an antique dealer. I would say he's an antique dealer. And an antique dealer and a scrap merchant.
Oh, that's true.
Or, well, in a way. Or, well, any kind of ordinary job, really.
Would you like any of your brothers, or when you have children one day, would you like them to be rag and bone men or not?
Oh, no. No, I wouldn't.
Between Ealing and Canning Town, there are probably 1,000 totters. The families of many of them have been in the game, as they call it, for generations. They work when they like, and they go where they like, following their fancies. There are no fixed routes and no fixed prices. But by 8:30 in the morning, Ronnie has fed and watered his pony and is off on his daily journey of discovery. A Marco Polo of West 11, a mini Walter Raleigh, never quite knowing what treasures the natives may have to shower on him around the next corner.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very kind. All right. I wouldn't usually take this, but then it's aluminium. I can unhook the string and I get about 12 bob of that.
Every totter dreams of finding the antique, the piece of solid gold in the shape of a vase or a picture or a piece of furniture. But they don't live on Chippendale. They live on old iron.
I have to take it to get the iron. I'll have to do it. That's all there is in it.
If you can't find a Gainsborough, find a gas stove. A totter won't take any old rubbish. Antiques apart, used furniture is a dead loss. The real money is in what he calls the metals, everything from gold to zinc. A copper boiler may be worth £4.10. Aluminium and zinc fetch around 4 guineas a hundredweight. Iron is not a metal, it's just iron.
Well, this is not so bad. If I got one of these out of every house, I'd be a very rich man.
What is the thing like that worth to you?
Well, I should say this will go about underweight and a half. something like that. And it'll go about 6 shillings on the way, it'll come to about 9 shillings, 10 shillings when I finish with it. No good. But we try and put them on the bottom and cover it over with the iron so the man in the wharf don't see it, you see, but he knows there's bricks in it from the start, doesn't he?
Dealers pay 14 shillings a hundredweight for mixed rags, and a hundredweight of rags is half a cartload. Feather or hair mattresses fetch money, but any other kind is just a dumping problem. By 3:30 in the afternoon, the totter is back at the scrapyard weighing off the iron.
I've got a bit of light, a bit of carbon after, gas stove, that's aluminium. That's aluminium, a bit after.
Be about 4 bob, Ron.
About 4 bob?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you make no more after?
No, not now. There's always light on.
All right, mate, fair enough. All right,
Okay.
after. Yeah, always fair, mate. Thank you.
Today, the dealer gave him an all-in price, 4 shillings a hundredweight, about 24 shillings worth on the cart. The brass gas taps and the rags are hauled back to Dad's shed by the stables, savings for a rainier day.
Done no good today, Dad. Look.
Charlie, Ronnie's dad, has been at it for 45 years. He's got a shed. He's a capitalist.
When I was left school, I thought I'd like to have an open-air life, see? So I started work and I didn't like it. I mean, working for a governor, I thought to myself, well, if I could find me living another way, I would have it. So, of course, I got a barrow and started to go out tottings, we call it. Because in those days, it used to be just bottles, jam jars, and waste paper. Rags wasn't hardly worth anything in those days, nothing at all. And, of course, I gradually got on, and I got horse and cart, on hire, of course. And I've kept on ever since.
Would you say the bloke with the horse and cart is at the top of the tree, the aristocrat of this game?
Oh no, we're all one circle. Oh no, there's no aristocrats in this trade. It's just that we're all one. It's just that there is, of course, we do make 1 or 2 enemies amongst ourselves, but not exactly enemies, but we do make 1 or 2 bad friends, because if people was to, if what we call step on our toes, it's, if we went after some stuff, and people knew we were going to get it, and they went first and beat us to it, as we say, that's what we call stepping on our toes, and of course that's not very nice. We don't like that.
Do you think it's anything like Steptoe and Son in real life?
Oh, no. That's a giggle. This is not a giggle. This is, we try and get a living at it, you see? I mean, with Steptoe, it's just a giggle all the time. People come to the door with chairs and things like that, and he gives them £4. We have to give £4 to dump them, never mind about pay for them. And another scene there, when the horse was ill, all the other totters come round and give him rags and metal, and that just couldn't happen. They don't have enough for themselves, let alone give it to somebody whose horse is ill.
What would you say your ambition is, Ronnie?
Well, it was to have a scrap yard and buy it in instead of going collecting it.
You say it was. Why has
It
that
was.
changed?
I haven't seen any hopes of it yet, anyway. I can't get a start.
Now, in the totting game itself, who would you say are the champions?
Well, the champions are the boys that do open the yard, buy the stuff in, and they really get bigger and bigger as they go. The more they buy, and they sell to people that make the motor cars and ships and things like that. They're the big boys. We're only pawns.
It's easy to see why they look on the dealer as the man who's made it. The dealer has a place to put things. He can hang on till the price is right. He buys rags at 14 bob a hundredweight and sorts out the ones which fetch nearly 20 times as much. He has lead and copper stacked in heaps, tons of it, with copper at £600 sterling to the ton. He has Alsatian dogs to keep the rogues away, and he has a roll of pound notes in his pocket that he can't get his fist around. He's the chap that knows. And what he knows, he keeps to himself. A hard man to beat.
Mr. Simmons, the totters say that this is the good end of the business, that you're the one who can't lose.
I don't disagree with that there's some money here, but the point is this, that not only have we got the money, that's where the worry is.
Now, most of them will only accept cash, won't they? This means you have to carry a good deal. How much do you have to carry?
Quite a considerable amount, you know. I mean, it runs into hundreds. And the thing about them is, if you try to pay them out in fivers, they just don't want to know. I mean, this is something they won't accept. You see, no, it's got to be pound notes, silver, 10-shilling notes, and that's it. That's as far as they go.
These days, do you get any people who don't know the value of the stuff?
That is possible with the household. They could put a certain item on, a grade of metal on the scale, call it one thing, and it could be worth much more than it actually is. Well, I mean, you're
what
not
happens
here
then? Do you put them wise?
Well, no, you're not here to educate them.
Do you still get the sort of tricks that the totters used to play, filling lead piping with sand and that sort of thing?
I'll give you an instance. We was paying 52 shillings a hundredweight for rags, and a chap thought he was big by filling all the arm sleeves of the coat up with lead. You see, but we was making £8 hundredweight of the lead. So in actual fact, he was giving us something for 52 shillings against something that was worth £8 at the time, which is several years ago. So I mean, he was just, we was having a bit of a grin about him, you see, that's all.
A hard man to beat, and perhaps he needs to be. He may be up against a totter like Henry Cork.
Look at it in an article, props its head up, you know, and they say, oh, I bought so-and-so, I bought that from Debenham and Freebody, somebody like that, you know. I'll give so-and-so. Well, when they say that, you've got a hard nut to crack. They're not going to give it to you. They sort of con you, they get you inside and think they're going to talk you into, like, parting with some money for it.
I can imagine you're a pretty tough nut to con, though, aren't you?
Well, you've got to be. You've got to be really hard with them, you know what I mean? You just can't have a soft heart. If you are, it's no good being in the game. Because it's a hard living, but it's a good life. You're your own governor. You're under obligations to nobody. If you don't want to go to work one day, you don't go to work.
One day that Henry doesn't go to work is Wednesday. That's the day of the Southall Market, the Totter's equivalent of the Newmarket sales.
81 guineas. 81, there's two of you bid, you can't both have it at 81 guineas. At 81, 82. You want one?
Amongst the semis of this London suburb, you can buy a horse at any price from 15 to 150 guineas. It's an outing not to be missed.
Then, all done. Agreed, 85 guineas.
Cars may come and cars may go, but top totters stick to horses.
Well, London today is known as the tarmac jungle today, and a motor is not economical for a totter. He's got to tax it, he's got to insure it, he's got to stop and start, stop and go, you get a call in the house when he comes out, probably his motor doesn't stop, whereas he's got an old horse, does his work, pulls him round the turnings, he can stand there when he comes out, he knows the old animal's going to be there, it's cheaper, makes his work more pleasant, he don't want to be up stuck in an old cab of a lorry, he's happy to go round with his old horse.
Is it cheaper to run a horse?
For a man out trotting, yes. It costs him average about £2 a week to rent it. Most of them are rented, you know, hired horses, and he pays for the feeding and stabling of it. So that works out around about £4.50 a week.
Every totter fancies his eye for an animal, even though he may only buy one on one Wednesday in every 10 years. And when he does buy, he doesn't look for exactly the same qualities as Captain Boyd Rochford.
See, whether he's alive or dead, he fetches the same amount of money. You see a horse like that. Look, he's very quiet, as you see that he's walking around here now. He's a horse you could tie up and he'll stand there all day.
Yes,
He'd never move. You know, he's at the age. Sounds like a human being. When you get on, all you want is peace and quietness.
Yeah.
All he wants is put a nose bag in front of him and he'll stay there all day. You go to work at night and come home, you'll still be standing there. Nothing would worry him.
Totting isn't only a game for the old and their middle-aged sons. There are a few young bloods who are in it for the excitement, the sex appeal, and as they shamelessly confess, the money. They're the ones who trot the fastest, like Roy Harwood and Sam Fletcher. They have the legs young enough to go on the knocker. They don't wait for the stuff to be brought out to them. They go in and fetch it.
Right, over then. Ready?
Right then. Right. Hello.
You'd be surprised at some of the stuff that people have never thought of throwing away. They say the coloured families are the most accommodating.
Because when we ask them, we say, have you got any old rubbish in the back? Well, naturally enough, they think it's old rubbish.
Do you think they're going to get wise soon?
Oh, they're wise enough now, you know. But the thing is, when we go round, their husbands are at work. Well, they don't know, you know, really, the value of stuff. So their husband comes home and blacks their eye.
Boy, I want you. I've got an old fridge up there.
Oh,
Listen, how much you gonna give me for it?
Yeah, I can't buy it, Gav.
Oh, it's worth something. It's
I
all
seen it
copper.
last time I was round here, didn't
There's
I?
a lot of copper in it.
There's only a little bit like
It'll
that.
come to £2 on the scale.
Yeah, we all want it. What are you talking about?
Well, all right.
I'm working it. I'll let her take a bit of copper out and dump the rest, won't I?
Well, all right. Give us a drink for taking it away. Then that won't hurt you. You're gonna live, ain't you?
What else you got up there? You got anything else up there?
Well, you can have the old car rack and all. I'll give you that and all. I've got nothing because I'm not at work.
Tried to sell me it last time, didn't you?
Eh?
Tried to sell me it last time.
Well, I know you've got to get a
No,
living.
no.
I want to get it out of the way.
Look,
Now
you
you
know
understand.
that big fridge, look, it's no good. Out and I'll take that. No,
Well, let get someone to
there's
carry it
only
down, won't you?
a pound of copper.
Well, I'll give it to you. There, that do you?
Roy is 25, Sam only 19. Why did they take up this chancy way of making a living?
I was a plumber's mate. And the hours wasn't there. And the money, you see, I just couldn't manage on the money what they were giving us.
What do you like about this job? Not an easy job, is it?
Oh no. It ain't an easy job, but it does me because you're out in the open all the time and you're your own governor. You ain't got a person coming out telling you, you know what to do here and, you know, load that up and load this up. You see, you're on your own. Well, the thing is, I tried working, you know, but I just didn't like the idea of clocking in and clocking out and getting that same wage every week, you know. And I like the outside life, and you don't know what's going to happen next day, you know what I mean?
What other jobs have you had before you took this up then, apart from the plumber's mate?
Coleman. That was a bit too hard. That was hard graft, that was. And yet, you see, if you're out, you see, you can always go in one door and you can go and get a fiver. Now, a boy of mine, that's a week's work for a boy who is working, you know, for a governor. That is a week's work.
What kind of money can you make in a decent week?
Oh no, you're asking me the equals, aren't you? Well, what do you mean by a decent week? See, you can earn anything up to £50 a week. You can earn. And then again, you go out the next week and you can earn £2.
How do you get on with the girls? Do they look down on you for being a rag and burn man?
No, but matter of fact, they're rather proud of us because they know. You see, they think, well, he's the sort of boy that can go out and earn his living, and they think, well, he can get hold of a few quid, and we have a laugh with them. They give us a bit of a giggle. You know,
you think you do better then than a chap in a regular job?
Oh yeah. See what he earns in a week, I can earn in a day. And that's the difference, you see.
But don't they crave for security these days?
Well, if the money's there, they don't, do they? They'd rather say, well, here's the money now, spend it now, and we'll wait until see how the future goes. That's how they. Well, it all depends what kind of a bird it is, you see.
Oh, now, yeah.
There's one trick of the trade that boys like Roy and Sam are only just beginning to learn. The real expert never admits to doing well. There's no sense in paying income tax. There's no sense in encouraging competition. The trade isn't what it was, and it never was any good. Tom Cole and his son, Tom, work around Hackney. Dad is 75 and an artist.
If I was younger, I'd have a job. I would on in my life. I'd have a job. It's starvation today. Well, in fact, I'm thinking about going up the assistance board, and I've never had nothing go for me in my life. And I think I'll go up there. They keep on telling me on the television that the old people are too proud to go up there. I'll have to go up there. It breaks my heart to go up there, but I'll have to go.
You know how much that made
They'll
down the
take
lane?
a tanner,
Sixpence.
that'll
Disgraceful.
take-
They are.
Disgraceful.
Makes your heart bleed, doesn't it?
Today people are leaving off good clothes, but they won't have second-hand clothes. They're too well off for it.
Well,
they're
Dad,
too well off.
you know what's doing it? It's all this on the books here. They pay £2 a week and get a new frock, a new suit. Look at yourself, right? They don't want it.
Well, I had on the television the other night, Wallabies. You can have a real rig out,
Yeah.
10 shillings a week. You can have shoes, everything you like,
Yeah.
and even 12 months to pay it in.
You're right.
Well,
I know.
what
You're
chance
right,
has
I
a
know.
rag
Right,
man got
yeah,
of
I
selling?
know.
Man ain't got no chance of selling a suit, is he? It's got to be a wonderful suit to fetch a pound today. It's got to be hand stitched.
You've got no chance today.
Especially if it's double-breasted, you keep that. Well, I'll tell you what, I met a fella the other day. He was always like ragged.
Ragged,
see?
yeah. Yeah.
He come up with a little smashing blue serge suit on, tailor-made.
Yeah.
So I said, that suit fits you well. I said, that's good, that's indigo serge, that suit you got on.
That's all
I
right.
said, how much that? He said, 50 bob. I bet the suit costs £35.
Yeah.
And then he come up the next week, get a check on. I said, how much that? He said, same price.
Yeah.
I said, well, you don't want to pay £30 for suits today, do you? Do you? You
You're
can buy them
right,
like that.
no.
I mean, a man can go down the lane today and he can fix himself up. A man went down the lane with £2. He can come back and go out made up like a lord on a Sunday night, down that lane on a Sunday morning. You've got to give things away down there. You've got to give them away.
Now roll up, folks. Oh.
Oh, how you going? Got a lot of good. I took about 18 quid. 18. How much? What?
Yeah, 18 pence. 18 pence. Come.
Brick Lane Market is not only the Savile Row for the careful spender. If you get there early enough on a Sunday morning, you see the antiques that the Totters have been dreaming of by the stall. By 7 o'clock, most of the plums have been picked.
Where they are, look down, where are they?
Tell them anything, pull them all over. Any how you like. Any fresh you like.
Tom Cole's illegal patch of pavement is in a side street on the fringe. He's got no trader's license.
Don't have a pay.
Stop round here, Joe, see if they don't pay twice. They don't want to pay twice.
You see that they don't pay twice.
Well, they want to pay twice, do I? Good job I saved my money when I was young, innit?
Before the lane gets really crowded, the police have nearly always moved him on. He takes it quietly. In the totting game, the law is something you learn to live with.
The money we take goes to the widow and orphan fund. My mother's the widow and I'm the orphan. When we first came down here, there was only us, only my boy here. Now look at it here today. Infested with rags and clothes, isn't it? Oh, and all rubbish, isn't it?
Isn't there any money anymore in bones?
I should say there's plenty of money in it, but I never take bones. Besides, they smell, don't they?
Do you think there's any big money to be made in this trade anymore, Tom?
Well, in metal, not in the rag. I don't think the rags will ever
I mean,
come
are you
back.
going to die a rich man?
No,
He's lousy with it, lousy without it.
I had plenty of money once, but then I still get my head above water. I don't get nothing off nobody.
I only hope you remember me when you peg out your list.
Well, no, listen, I'll buy you a nice drop of whiskey.
Oh, yeah, make a real,
Don't
make
be
a
so
real.
blooming good.
I'll have
buy
to
me
have
own
a
lot.
have a drop of water instead.
No, I mean,
all
so
right.
money ain't everything, is it?
Not much.
Good health's everything, is it?
Yeah,
That's the
both
best.
handy.
Isn't it? Good health's everything. Don't want money. You can always get some money. There's plenty of work, and if you've got good health, you can find work, can't you?
What do you enjoy about this job, Tom?
Well, it's interesting, very interesting. I mean, you get things and like you don't look at your bundles when you get them, and sometimes there might be something that's worth money. See?
Tell a bit.
But it's all a chance work. This
Tell
guy.
any picture you like, go on, stand up.
What do you reckon is the best stuff you've ever had? Have you ever picked up a nice antique?
Well, we've picked up a lot of antiques. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
you have.
a lot of different things. Oh yes, we have had a lot of antiques, you know. But you don't get them every day, you see. You get them every pancake day.
Henry Cork's his own dealer, and he recalls some lovely pancake days.
It was a gold mine. It's just like walking in a museum. Napoleonic chests, Sheraton tables, huge long mahogany table with Waterford glass on it and beautiful silver and covered in a very fine dirt, you know, which accumulated over the years. I suppose somebody a bit eccentric, you know, and laid it. I suppose somebody died in the family and they said must leave it exactly as the old chap died. That's what I'm assuming. So anyhow, when I spoke to her about it, I said, of course, I said, you do realise the work entailed in this, don't you? She said, yeah. I said, it cost you £70. I said, to have it cleared. She didn't bat an eyelid.
£6,000, Henry said, was the price of that little lot. And it could have been true. Makes your heart bleed, doesn't it?
I don't know, I've always been kinky. I love old stuff. I love it, you know, it talks to you. Old furniture, you know, there's something about it. It's got character. You know, when you put it up against some of this contemporary stuff, you know, it's filth. You know, there's no comfort in it, there's no character to it. I like it. I mean, they do say, and it's a true old saying, the thing of beauty is a joy forever.
But today isn't pancake day, it's bread and butter.
Just what you want to take
Yeah,
away.
please.
Bit ancient, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's here
Aye.
before I come here.
What,
Been stuck
people
in
had
the
it
corner.
before you?
Yeah.
I'll take it away for you, though. I can't give you nothing for it, you know.
I know you're for the kids.
No, I'm sorry, because time
A couple of bob, it's worth
I
money,
broke
that
it up,
is.
didn't I?
Yeah, but it's worth money.
Yeah, but time I break it up, it's a bit of labour, and it take me out to clean it, wouldn't it?
Oh, you wouldn't have had it,
Only
would
comes to
you?
14 bob on the scales.
No.
So I'll take it out your way if you want it.
Yeah,
You've got to
alright,
take it.
yeah, take it away, I don't want it.
Thank you, no, it's all sorry, love.
Alright.
All in all, it ain't been a bad day today, really. We've got a bit of copper, got an old premise, worked about a cars. That's £100 a cars. A bit of copper over here. This is the thing we wanted to know what we were looking for. They cleaned up, there's a bit of cast alley on it. It comes to about 30 chips. 30 chips is a shilling. 30 chips is a pound. It's the nearest device on here. And that'll come to about £1.10 when it's broken up. And we've got this ain't a bad lot, this, you know. Ain't it a bad day all in all? Nice load of knitted balls. They make about a tosher and a piece them. But firstly, stand still. We take these round to the laundry, a big bundle, put them in the washing machine, get them washed for about £4 bob. Nice and clean, they fetch a bit of price then. It's the game today, that's what they're asking for today, all these teenagers. Since old Cheryl appeared at the London Palladium and set the fashion, that's what they want. Let her fetch a knicker, that's £1. Well, summing it all up, having a little roll call, I reckon this will come to about a bit of iron, a bit of walls, and it comes to about a nevis. A nevis is £7. Ain't bad for a day's work, considering.
White bull, I'm bull, white bull, hold on, red bull, white bull, I'm bull, black bull. Hold on, I'll be here. Hold on, I'll be here. Hold on, I'll be here.